Mahomes losing his fucking mind and everybody wanting the rules skewed in their favor in order to win a game. Like what I saw yesterday from Patrick Mahomes is one of the most bitch-made moves I've ever seen in my life. Dog, if you don't want the refs dictating calls, why weren't you freaking out on them last year in the Super Bowl and they dictated the fucking call that won you the game?
Preach.
Like
I put that
Andy
out on
Reid and Mahomes talking about like how this isn't a good look for the NFL. Yeah, no shit, assholes. Last year in the Super Bowl when this happened, it was a terrible look for the NFL. And the fucking in the NFC title game where the Rams and the Saints played and Sean Payton's team got fucked out of a Super Bowl appearance. And the Rams went and scored a whole 3 points against the Patriots that year in the Super Bowl. That was a bad look by the NFL getting fucked. Like this is, I couldn't believe it when I heard it. And like I thought Mahomes was yelling at Reid on the sideline to find out he was going after the ref. Like, bro, how about you go after Kadarius Toney's dumbass? Look at his right foot, homie. You're offsides. There's rules. There's fucking rules, though. There's rules. There's fucking rules. That's all I'm saying.
Let's break this down. So, talk about the O-line real quick to the novice fan. Let's talk about our tackle who have a...
Make it big, Bailey. Make it big, Bailey, so we can see it, Bailey.
That's what she said. I can't see the board.
Let's talk about a hat-to-hip rule. Everyone...
No, JB.
But you teach...
No, we're good.
Yeah, right? So, you teach... Here's the guard's hip. Here is the right tackle's hat. We want to put it hat to hip. That is the rule by nature. That's what the referees will call. They'll never call this in the backfield. What I have a problem with this still shot, Big Matt, is not only is Tony on the line, the ex-receiver is not on the line. I only see 6 guys on the ball here. But I see an illegal formation. I see a offsides. And I also see tackle in the backfield. But we haven't come into that. We only are focusing on Tony. We see this every day in the NFL. Talk about the hat-to-hip rule, why this is never called, and why he can kick step to get a jump start on everybody, and why he is not on the ball.
Well, if I'm anybody, whoever plays Kansas City next, I don't know who they play, I don't care. But whoever plays them next, they need to send this film into the competition committee and be like, are you going to allow the tackles to line up at fullback the entire game? No wonder Patrick Mahomes isn't getting hit. The tackle is where Patrick Mahomes is. Like, that's a pretty deep set. If you're already back there, then it takes me a long time to get there as a defensive lineman. That's number one. Number two, you want to know how this is avoided? Wow. Not having fucking Matt Nagy as your offensive coordinator. You want to know who wouldn't allow this kind of shit to happen? Eric fucking Bieniemy. He wouldn't. This time, this kind of shit didn't happen under Eric Bieniemy's watch and Andy Reid's watch in Kansas City. I know everybody thinks it's just Andy Reid, but Andy Reid isn't the one in there running the offensive meetings. Eric Bieniemy is, or was. Now you got Matt Nagy in there probably asking these guys for autographs and shit, fucking holding Kadarius Toney's nuts rather than telling them to get on the fucking line correctly. And because they're trying to fucking skew the rules to fit their system rather than play within the rules to win, that's why this shit keeps happening to Kansas City. That's why they look like the clown show that they are today, period. So when you take the coach who demands accountability and respect and you demonize him and tell him he's mean, and then he goes somewhere else and he's turned Sam Howell into a Pro Bowler, the rest of the team is dog shit. Scary Terry's pretty good, but the rest of that team is awful. And then behind that awful offensive line, and then imagine what Bieniemy could be doing if he was still the OC in Kansas City with this group. So this group looks undisciplined. They look like they don't practice hard. They look like they don't watch tape. And it's falling on Mahomes to be Superman. And I don't care what you are as a quarterback. Eventually, you're going to run into kryptonite in the NFL, and that kryptonite is everybody's figured you out. There's years of tape. Everyone wants Kansas City on the road this year. They go on the road, they're not making it to the fucking Super Bowl, dog. Patrick Mahomes has played 11 playoff games. All 11 playoff games have been in Kansas City. Go on. Let's see you go on the road and win some playoff games and win with adversity and pull a Tom Brady, John Elway, fucking go on the road and win when you're not supposed to. That I want to see that out of Mahomes to really make it so I can sit here and say that's greatness. Like he He's great. Don't get me wrong. I love him. I love him a lot more than Coach does. But what I've seen this year is bad. Like, he has not looked like the Mahomes of old. And if he makes the Pro Bowl this year, it's all because of name. He is not one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the AFC.
Yeah. I just think that it's starting to come out that the Queendom fan base is starting to realize that that's what they are.
Well,
hey,
when your mascot is Taylor Swift, it's probably not going to end well.
Then Tony Romo's calling Kelsey his wife. What do you have to say about Travis?
Tony Romo called Travis Kelce Taylor Swift's wife.
You didn't hear Romo?
Well, he called Taylor Swift. He said Swift was Kelsey's wife. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Matt, let me ask you this, though. This is Travis Kelce to start the season. Lean, arms are defined, and he's in white here. He should look fatter. Did you see him last night? Look at how fat this motherfucker is. Nobody wants to talk about it, Matt. He's fat. His definition is gone. He's slower.
What? So you're saying he got in a relationship and got comfortable?
I'll bring it up. He
got in a relationship and got comfortable?
He's eating a lot of Swifty pussy. I'm just saying.
That's good for you, man. I told you. I said that's actually vegan. That's vegetarian.
You don't get calories from doing that. You burn. What are you talking? He should be cleaned up.
Nah,
what
Matt.
are you talking about?
Hey, Matt. You know damn well if you just out there, if you're just doing that, you
so
ain't
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is like the opposite of celery.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you two talking about in here this morning?